Welcome back. You're watching Tech Toys. I'm Suresh Venkat. I'm back on the show with my dashingly good-looking
Where have you been?
Malini, I've been on a staycation. So I took a 1-month vacation to travel nowhere, to stay at home and to watch TV and take long afternoon naps, which is why I look so relaxed.
You look amazing.
My face is all. I'm looking in this zen-like state. You might ask why I'm wearing dark glasses on the show.
I'm sure. I've seen a lot of celebrities do it. It's very Shah Rukh Khan of you.
So this episode is all about hype.
Okay.
Literally, which is where the word hype comes from. So Malini, how do I turn into a celebrity? You're wearing the dark glasses and the...
I'm already intrigued.
You're already intrigued.
Exactly.
Right, so give me a real answer. If I wanted to create hype about myself, how would I go about doing it?
So first you get a PR agent.
I get a PR agent.
Then you start get them to spread some rumors about you.
Rumors such as what? Give me a good example of
about you hooking up with certain other celebrities, and then you go and send another press release denying it.
Who's the celebrity du jour?
Ooh, there's so many, but any of the new young actresses.
Let's say Scarlett Johansson.
All right.
Right? So I have a hookup with Scarlett Johansson. She broke up with Sean Penn, found my shoulder to cry on.
That's right.
And we released that.
Yes, and then you say, that's not true, I would never go out with her.
I would totally go out with her. But I say, I would just, Scarlett, if you're watching, I'd totally go out with you. But I didn't say I would not go out with her. But I actually, did I go out with her or did I not go out with her?
Nobody really knows.
Nobody knows. Right, that's the art of hype. Also get yourself a good pair of dark glasses. You need to wear them indoors. Right, so Malini, this show is all about technologies that lived up to the hype, technologies that, and some technologies that are correctly hyped.
Okay.
Right, they're not too much or not too little. So let's start with overhyped. The top 3 overhyped things in the world according to you.
So for one, fairness creams. I'm really sick of seeing commercials about fairness creams. I'm really tired of that. I think the second thing that's overhyped is 3D movies. And third, another celebrity, sort of, I don't know how she became one, Kim Kardashian. So she makes a sex tape, leaves it at some friend's house, and suddenly she's famous. Wrong message, America.
So of course, one person who's a big fan of Kim Kardashian is Ankit, who's not on the show today because he's busy having a baby.
Oh, congratulations.
He just had a baby. Take a look at Ankit and little Ankit. So Ankit and Isha, congrats to both of you. Well done. Right. So my list of top 3 most overhyped things. Any movie by Salman Khan.
Really?
Any movie, any charity, any news, anything about Salman Khan. Any book by Paulo Coelho.
Oh my gosh, I completely agree. I think people who say Alchemist is the best book ever have never read anything
Have suffered early and premature brain death. Right? When you don't have a brain, you read Paulo Coelho. And third, I know a lot of people like this, but Mad Men. Too much hype around Mad Men. Great period styling, great period detail. But the story is dead boring. Nothing happens in like 74 seasons of the show.
I think you should make your own show, Suresh.
Make your own show with Kim Kardashian and Scarlett Johansson and leak a few rumors about that. I'm on the way to becoming a celebrity, frankly, Malini. I'm going to be featured on this Malini.com.
Writing it up as you
watch. Right. While we do that, why don't you take a look at some of the technologies that completely lived up to the hype surrounding them.
Back to the time when you were a kid and you would play every game you could lay your hands on. Forward to today and all the games you play, Mr. Couch Potato, are mind games. Last year with its launch, Microsoft Kinect changed that by pushing the couch out of the living room and turned your body into a gaming controller. Attach the Kinect console to the Xbox 360 and get ready to be the game. With gesture controls and voice recognition commands, the Kinect is the ultimate gaming console to bring the entire family together. If you don't have the Xbox 360 and you want a similar gaming experience, you can take control with Sony's PlayStation Move. 2 gaming consoles that are a must-buy. Next, budget tablets. Tabs are now not just the choice for the richy riches of town. A range of budget tablets are now available in the market for the Aam Aadmi and are challenging the monopoly of expensive tablets. The Reliance 3G tab and the Beetle Magic may not be the one you want to buy, but they have surely set the trend. So if you're planning to buy a budget tablet, we recommend you wait and watch. The future seems bright. Micromax, an Indian company, walked in with a quirky range of products and quirkier set of advertisements, challenging the big daddies of the smartphone companies. Critics said it was an epic fail of an idea, but technovators at Micromax had a simple plan: to make the latest technology affordable. So like Robin Hood, they stole from the rich, redesigned and featured, and gave it to the commoners. The Micromax A70 took on the iPhone with the cheeky tagline, "I can afford this phone," and incorporated push-mail technology with Q7, which was a BlackBerry lookalike. Love Love it, hate it, but you can't ignore it. BlackBerry Messenger or BBM, the saving grace of RIM, brought instant messaging out of the PC and onto the phone. Thanks to BBM, BlackBerries that were spotted only in business meetings started becoming the rage everywhere. Share your location, make a group, put up your picture or send voice. BBM is addictive. It's so popular, in fact, that with BlackBerry Messenger, RIM managed the unthinkable. Apple's iMessenger, like BBM, lets users chat with other iPhone users. Other must download cross-platform free messaging services, WhatsApp and Connected, and chat on Samsung phones. Without a doubt, Google's Android and Apple's iOS are the most dominant operating systems in the world of smartphones today. While both operating systems battle it out and debate over which is better, Android, being an open source platform, definitely has an upper hand over iOS. From eclair to cupcake to gingerbread to honeycomb, Android has proved itself sweeter each time. With its ease of use and customizable user experience, Android is the preferred operating system for most. The Android marketplace has a variety of apps, multitask effortlessly. Be it a touchscreen phone or a phone with a keypad, you will be spoiled for choice with Android. Tweets, hashtags, facepalm, porn, and Twitterati. If there's one thing Twitter has done, it's to create a whole new way of communicating. The idea was simple. Tell the world what's happening in 140 characters. With 200 million users, over 200 million tweets, and 1.6 billion search queries, Twitter is the SMS meets Google search of the internet. From users ranging from politicians to journalists to movie stars, Twitter helps bring like-minded people together under one roof. From photo sharing, its integration with iOS, and a bunch of third-party apps available, tweeting has never been more fun.
You're watching Tech Toys with Malini and me. It's time to take a quick break. On the other side of this break, we'll come back with our list of the most underhyped things in the world. Keep watching. Welcome back. You're watching the Hype Special of Tech Toys with Malini Agarwal and me. Malini, what's hot on MissMalini.com these days?
So there's lots going on, and I know you don't love Salman Khan, but we're currently giving away his look from Bodyguard.
His entire look from Bodyguard.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, so
which of course is an insanely successful movie.
There's a lot of like Ganjis and shorts pretty much, but seems to be a hot
So if you need to win yourself a Salman Khan Ganji or a pair of shorts, right?
You could just log
on to MissMalini.com, take part in the Bodyguard contest. So Malini, getting back to the subject. In the last part of the show, we talked about things that were overhyped and didn't live up to the hype.
Right.
Tell me a few examples of things that were underhyped but then outdid the hype that surrounded them.
So I recently saw a movie, Anurag Kashyap and Kalki. I know you love her too.
Kalki, for
So she was in a movie called That Girl in Yellow Boots.
which is getting rave critical
it was
reviews.
so good. I went to see it, and it's sort of all this offbeat indie cinema that really doesn't get hyped enough, and it's really good. They put a lot of effort in.
Right, so we have independent Indian movies,
Yeah.
which is great. What else has been underhyped in this?
So apart from that, I think also indie music and the theater scene.
So top two bands that you think people should follow.
Definitely something relevant. There's so
Something
much
relevant.
fun.
It's a
Lots
fantastic
of
band.
energy. And Nikhil D'Souza.
Nikhil D'Souza.
He sounds exactly like Damien Rice, if you've heard him. Really, really amazing voice.
Alright, so those are the list of things that were underhyped but completely outdo the hype that
What about
surrounds
yours?
them. Okay, so my list of underhyped things is a website called Flipkart to buy books.
Oh, so good.
It's terrific. Check in, check out instantly. They deliver it anywhere in India, cash on delivery.
You're not buying hellos from there.
Except for except for the fact that they stock Paulo
Yeah.
Coelho.
Okay.
It's the coolest way to buy books online. There's a fantastic TV series called The Wire.
That's an amazing
The
show.
Wire. I've seen 2 seasons of it, and there are about 5 seasons in all. It's amazing. It's really slow and plodding, and the entire season is about just one single plot.
Yeah.
It takes a long time to build, but it's fantastic, and it's been hailed as the greatest achievement in television. And the third thing that I think is underhyped is any movie by the Coen brothers.
They're amazing.
If
I
you've
agree.
seen Fargo, or if you've seen Miller's Crossing, you've seen Blood Simple, or Oh Brother Where Art Thou, Burn After Reading, most of their movies are fantastic movies, but they're not surrounded by all this Hollywood hype and Scarlett Johansson, Sean Penn
Absolutely.
dating each other.
I noticed that you have a little Scarlett Johansson
A
syndrome.
little, a little. Our next story on Tech Toys is about technologies that didn't live up to the hype.
All right.
Right? That were hyped like crazy, but sadly let us all down. Take a look at this depressing story.
The Segway was originally introduced by entrepreneur Dean Kamen in 2001 in the US. And 9 whole years of wonder and awe later, it finally launched in India in March 2010. This two-wheel personal vehicle is used extensively abroad in huge corporate parks, for tourists, and even as a mode of transportation. There are 2 models of the Segway available in India. The X2 meant for indoors and the I2 for rugged outdoors. Now, unless rugged covers this and this, we don't think the 3 lakh plus price tag is justified. Heard of the Tata Nano guys? Could buy 2 in the same price. Format wars don't sell players, and that especially holds true for Sony's Blu-ray players. What started as a prototype in 2000 by Sony was officially announced as a Blu-ray disc on February 19, 2002. While the only real competition was from the HD DVD format led by Toshiba, in India Blu-ray discs compete with a cheaper DVD for content. A starting price of 25,000 for a Blu-ray player, content competition from HD DTH service providers, and cheaper DVDs for content has pushed the Blu-ray disc further and further away into oblivion. Our recommendation, forget a Blu-ray player and pick the PlayStation 3 for 15,000 rupees for games, entertainment and internet content streaming, or the Philips DVP 3888KF DVD player. This is a story of 2 heavily hyped tablets, aka the wannabe iPad killer, BlackBerry Playbook and HP's touchpad. And this is how the story begins. The BlackBerry Playbook was launched on April 19, 2011, and 2 months later, in July 2011, HP launched the touchpad worldwide. Both flagship models, however, failed to impress consumers. Lack of a native email client and good applications killed the Playbook, and the WebOS-based touchpad was discontinued in August 2011 because of poor battery life, lack of tablet-optimized user interface, and its bulk. Moral of the story, if you want a tablet, nothing beats the Apple iPad 2. 3D TVs, 3D projectors, and now 3D phones. Just when you thought 3D was breathing its last with problems like lack of content, price, and annoying glasses, LG decides to get the buzz back with the first ever 3D phone, the Optimus 3D. While the phone is a performer with 1080p recording, HDMI out, a very good screen, and a dual-core processor, the 37,000 rupee price tag, average battery life, and a handful of games and apps have us convinced that mobile phones are not the medium to view 3D content. HTC might have launched its first 3D phone, the Evo 3D, but we say you're better off with a super phone like the Galaxy S2. Google Plus is Google's answer to Facebook's growing popularity. More like 750 million users' undying love. Launched in June 2011, Google Plus created waves in the World Wide Web with its invite-only phase. 2 weeks and 10 million users later, everyone thought this is it. End of the line for Facebook. Fortunately or unfortunately, Facebook has nothing to fear. Google Plus is complicated and boring as compared to Facebook. The minute we need to Google Google Plus to figure out its features, you've lost us, Google. We have Twitter for random ramblings and Facebook for friends. No buzz here. Wave this one goodbye.
Time for another quick break on Tech Toys. We talked about things that were overhyped, we talked about things that were underhyped. On the other side of this break, we're giving away free Ganjis and shorts on MissMalini.com. We're also giving away fantastic Lenovo multimedia headsets and netbooks on the Lenovo contest. That's coming up on Tech Toys on the Hype Special. Keep watching. Welcome back. You're watching the Hype Special of Tech Toys with Malini and me, which reminds me, we're almost at the end of the show. It's time to wear my glasses and go about being a celebrity.
Completely.
So Malini, if you were to be a celebrity, what are the hotspots one should hang out in? Would you hang out in a place like Tryst in High Street, Phoenix?
Absolutely.
A good place to run into other celebrities and leak stories about
You usually see a lot of celebrities, certain industrialist kids dancing on the tables over here. On
Right,
certain sets.
so we also would like to thank Tryst for organizing this tryst between Miss Malini and me. Right, so Malini, we talked about things that were overhyped, we talked about things that were underhyped. So there are a few things in life that are correctly hyped.
Right.
Not too much, not too little. What's on your list of things that are appropriately hyped?
So I'm a social media junkie, so definitely Twitter and Facebook correctly hyped.
Correctly hyped.
Use
So
it every day.
It is everything that it
I tweet
promises
you
to be.
often.
Not
and
often enough, frankly.
Not often enough. You're too busy tweeting Scarlett Johansson.
That's
Besides that, I think definitely Bollywood and India, ever since that whole Slumdog Millionaire thing kicked off.
we are taking over the
We
world.
are. Desi's rule. And finally, a song that I think you should definitely watch and learn the moves to. Chammak Challo from Rawan with
Chammak
Kareena
Challo.
and Shara.
I just love the phrase Chammak
It
Challo.
is. And Akon has sung it, and it's amazing. He sung the Hindi perfectly. He's
Okay.
done such a great job. It's going to be the song of
And
the
you
year.
need to learn the moves.
You do.
All right. On Malini's list, Chammak Challo, learn the moves. My list of things that are appropriately hyped, anything Apple does. There's a lot of hype, but most of their products live up to the hype. Most of them, not all of them, but most of them. The iPhone did, the iPad did, the iMac did, the Mac Mini did. A lot of their products, iTunes did. Anna Hazare. There's an
Absolutely.
incredible amount of hype surrounding what he did, but I support him completely. I support the fight that he's taking back to
Me
the
too.
government scam. We are with you. And of course, the last thing that's correctly hyped is getting fit and getting a six-pack. Now, I know everybody says, most women I know say, no, we don't like all those beefy guys and six-pack guys, but I see them hanging out with beefy six-pack guys all the
They
time.
do. It's true.
So it's a lie, isn't it? Women actually like beefy six-pack
They
guys.
kind of do, but they kind of want you to have it without having to work too hard.
Without having to pretend to be this
Yeah.
overly beefy, steroid-pumped man. Take a look at things that are coming up in the world of technology. There's a lot of hype surrounding them. Whether they will live up to it or not live up to it is anybody's guess, but take a look.
When smartphone companies realized that people could no longer digest pointless OS updates anymore, read Windows 7, they probably thought, okay, let's give them something they can't resist. And thus, Android came up with a funky idea and started naming their own cupcake, donut and eclair. And boy, was it a success. Microsoft, in a last-ditch attempt, has braved the critics and come up with an OS update that has everyone talking. Say hello to version 7.5, codenamed Mango. Mango includes more than 500 new features, is designed to improve multitasking and make apps and the operating system work together more efficiently. With HTC, LG and Samsung likely to launch the first batch of Mango phones, we can't wait for the OS war to begin. Stereoscopic 3D is the illusion of depth in a two-dimensional image. The biggest irritant with viewing 3D content all this while were annoying 3D glasses that ruin the movie watching experience. Auto-stereoscopy, on the other hand, is all set to change the way we watch 3D movies. 3D without the need for glasses is finally here. While the LG Optimus 3D is one of a kind, we firmly believe that a smartphone isn't the right medium to view 3D content. Samsung, Philips, LG and Toshiba though have us quite thrilled. The prototype auto-stereoscopic 3D TVs the company displayed at CES this year have definitely set the trend. 3D images that can be seen the natural way without 3D glasses. This we have to see. Imagine the joy of capturing every moment without worrying about pesky details like focus, exposure and low light. What if you could shoot first and focus later? Lightro cams capture every ray of light within the camera's field of view using a technique called light field capture. This enables the camera to not only record the color and intensity of light but also the direction. Switch the photo's point of focus from the foreground to the background and even switch the photo from a 2D to a 3D image. Lightro's trick is to get tech into a camera that is small yet affordable enough for consumers. The way we take and experience pictures is about to change forever. When I buy an app from a developer, you can be sure of one thing. Apple definitely has something up their sleeve. Siri, a free virtual personal assistant application for the iPhone, pulls together all sorts of web services, location information and accounts using voice recognition. Siri's unique experience and Apple's classy operating system, a union we bless wholeheartedly. Apart from Siri, Apple is currently also working on a speech-to-text functionality which should be activated with iOS 5. Windows Phone 7.5 as well comes with voice control, which will allow users to respond to an incoming message hands-free while listening to music. Looks like tech companies have finally learned the art of listening.
Right, so Malini, if I were to win a vest and a shot on MissMalini.com,
Yeah.
how do I go about it?
All you have to do is tell me what the one quality a bodyguard should have is.
The one quality a bodyguard should have.
What do you think that is?
Using deodorant?
Yeah, that's
Like
it.
large quantities of deodorant. Do I win? Do I win a Ganji?
You should definitely send me.
For those of you who don't know, this is Malini Agarwal's blog. That's MissMalini.com. It's a fantastic blog on the latest happenings everywhere in the world. And Malini has been rumored parties 8 days in a 7-day week. How do you do it,
True.
Malini?
I
What's the
drink a lot
secret?
of Red Bull.
Drink a lot of Red Bull. We don't advise too much of that though. But follow Malini's exciting life and adventures on MissMalini.com. Also follow her on Twitter and where else?
I'm on Facebook, Foursquare, YouTube.
Foursquare, Twitter,
Just look for
YouTube,
Miss Malini.
blog, all of that. And if you'd like to win yourself some tech goodies, all you have to do is take part in the Lenovo contest. You could win fantastic multimedia headsets or Lenovo netbooks. All you have to do is answer this one simple question. Now, Microsoft has a new operating system which is Windows 7.5. They have a code name for this operating system. Is it Mango, Tangerine or Avocado? All you have to do is answer us. And if you want to take part in this contest, Malini, all you have to do is go to Facebook TV 18 Facebook page, go to Tech Toys, click on the contest tab. I know there are many steps to it. Do all of it and this Lenovo netbook or this Lenovo headset could be all yours. And we're not kidding you because last week's winner, his name is Sandeep Bajaj. He got himself one of these and he's in line to win himself a Lenovo netbook.
Congratulations.
Right? With that, it's time to say adieu, farewell, and we'll see you next week.
And air kisses.
And air kisses. That is
Yeah.
completely. We need to add. Remember, never touch. Makeup rubs off if you actually kiss the person. Don't actually kiss, just for the cameras. Right, we'll see you next week. Bye-bye.